Part 3, my mom told me my twin died at birth. We visited her grave every year. But last month, I got a friend request from a girl with my face. She said, "I think you're my sister." When we finally reunited, mom tried to K2 herself. Then she escaped the hospital and showed up at a cabin in the woods holding a bottle of pills. She said, "If you let her near you, one of you will die." Now she's in psychiatric lockdown, and still refuses to say my sister's name. She saw me and reached for my hand. She told me she loved me, that everything she'd ever done was to protect me. I tried to stay calm. I told her Mabel wasn't dangerous, that she was kind and gentle and just wanted to know her mother. Mom's eyes hardened. She said I didn't understand, that Mabel would seem perfect at first. That was how she worked. She'd make me love her, and then, when I trusted her completely, she'd destroy me. I asked her how she could possibly know that, when Mabel had been taken away as a newborn. Mom said she just knew. That mothers know these things. That twins were special, one good, one evil. It had always been that way through history. It was like talking to a brick wall. Every rational argument I made, she countered with this bizarre twin mythology she'd created. She believed it completely. I could see that now. This wasn't just a lie she had told me, it was a reality she constructed and lived in for 24 years. Before I left, she grabbed my arm. She said, if I let Mabel into my life, one of us would end up dead. That's how it always ended with twins like us. She'd seen it in her dreams for years, me lying in a pool of blood, Mabel standing over me. Or worse, Mabel lying dead and me transformed, my soul gone, replaced by darkness. I left the hospital feeling hollow. How do you reason with that level of delusion? How do you bridge the gap between her reality and actual reality? Mabel and I spent the next few days getting to know each other. We went through photo albums, comparing our childhoods. I met her adoptive parents over video chat. They seemed shell-shocked by the whole situation but supportive of Mabel. They'd had no idea about Mom's condition. They said Dad had just told them it was a private adoption because he and Mom couldn't handle twins. Dad kept calling, wanting to come see us both. I wasn't ready. My anger at him kept flaring up. He should have fought harder. Should have found a way to keep us together, or at least to tell me the truth sooner. Part of me understood the impossible position he'd been in. But another part couldn't forgive him for leaving me with Mom, for allowing me to grow up talking to a memorial garden where no one was buried. The hospital called again yesterday. Mom was refusing to eat. She was convinced Mabel had poisoned her food. The doctor asked if I would come talk to her, maybe I could convince her to eat. I went alone again. Mom looked worse. Thinner. Her eyes were sunken, darting around the room. She whispered that Mabel was in the hospital somewhere. That she could sense her. I told her Mabel was at my apartment. Mom started crying, begging me not to go back there. Said it wasn't safe. I tried a different approach. I showed her pictures of Mabel and me together. Mom refused to look at them. She kept her eyes squeezed shut, shaking her head. I told her about all the similarities we discovered, how it felt to finally meet the person I'd been missing my whole life. Mom opened her eyes then. She looked at me with such sadness, it broke my heart. She said, very quietly, that she'd failed. That she tried so hard to keep us apart, to save me, but in the end, she couldn't. She asked me to forgive her for what she had to do next. I didn't understand what she meant then. I do now. After I left, Mom somehow convinced a nurse she was feeling better. She ate some food, took her meds, seemed calmer. They relaxed the protocol slightly. During shift change, she managed to get out of the unit. By the time they realized she was gone, she'd left the hospital entirely. The police are looking for her now. They've been to my apartment, taken her description. Mabel and I are staying at a hotel. The office